So this video is it's more of, I'm gonna have different parts to my videos and program, and it's gonna have to do with your mind and your mental alarms, your physical alarms, and also it's a spiritual aspect to it, right? Your higher self, and whatever whatever beliefs you have, you can use them. Fill in the blanks. If I have my beliefs, but you can use your beliefs in place of what this program's about, right? So I'm gonna have a section that's also spiritual, and because it's a big part of my life, and it was a big part of my recovery, and I think it's important. So also one of the big things is the law of attraction, manifesting, creating your reality, right? Being in the driver's seat. And what I wanted to talk about is like some of the guys that I used to follow. I still do. Bob Proctor, really good motivational speaker, right? It's good to have that hope and to know that you can create the reality. You're not stuck. You can change things. And I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot from Neville Goddard. Check him out. I think he was from the 30s or 40s. Also Earl Nightingale, right? And The Secret. Abraham Hicks, check her out. Beautiful, amazing. Dolores Cannon, right? They all help give me motivation to know that I can create my reality. Things can change. And sometimes the OCD would poo-poo all over these things, all over these people, and all because all over my spirituality, right? The OCD would go, all your beliefs that you have right now, out the window. They're horse shit. It's all horse shit. And doubt. And, it'll tell me, no, you're going to die, that you're hopeless, you're not moving forward. And, and this can happen to anybody. You're moving forward, and all of a sudden your beliefs go out the window. Your spiritual beliefs or your religion or whatever, OCD be right there poisoning the well. And for like 3 days, you're questioning your beliefs. And that's the scariest thing, because, that's like the building blocks of who you are, is what you believe in, right? And if your beliefs are taken away and your dreams are taken away, what do you got? Just a nightmare of hopelessness and doom. So no, this was going to happen. This is going to happen where your beliefs are going to be challenged. And what you do in that moment is you allow it to challenge it. Don't resist it, because like in my other video, it poisons the well. It poisons all the things that you love. So during that process of allowing, right? Because it's got your beliefs in its mission. It's got a mission of poisoning your beliefs. That's its new project, right? The brain's going, no, we gotta poison all his beliefs, because he needs to pay attention to these perceived dangers, right? He can't be daydreaming about creating a world that he wants. No, we gotta poison that, so that he's scanning for danger, and so we can get him to acknowledge these fucking alarms. So you're gonna have that where it has your religion as a target, or your beliefs as a target, or your dreams as a target, and it's gonna poo it and go, fuck you, you're dumb, that's not true, see, that's not true, see, that's not true, see, you got nothing. So what are we going to do? Acknowledge my alarms, or what's going to do? Are we going to fight or flee? What's going to happen? Your dreams are going to come to an end right now. And what you have to do is allow it to do its thing, right? It's got you in its scope, right? And know that as long as you don't resist and you allow, in a couple of days, it'll fuck off. And your beliefs are there even stronger than before, right? I had it where these scary alarms would come and go through my journey, right? And they felt horrible. And I would expose myself to them. I would allow them. And the alarms would go from a 10 to a 0 eventually. And I'd go, meh, and I'd go back to my believing what I believed before. And actually more. It actually gave me more clarity. And it made things stronger. So if it happens to you, don't worry. It's not going to be tainted. You're not going to be stuck with these new beliefs forever. But let them be there. Let them do their thing. Let them, destroy the buildings of belief. Let it demo the buildings of your beliefs. Ding, ding. Right? Let it do its thing, because as soon as it fucks off, it rebuilds itself quickly. It actually gets bigger. Right? This is going to happen. Know it's going to happen. When it happens, don't worry. You're going to worry anyway. Don't worry. Eventually, it'll rebuild itself. Right? And usually, with me, it took, a couple days. But it would come and go, right? I'd be like, all right, good. And sometimes when I was going through this phase where the brain was targeting my beliefs, I would purposely not think about my beliefs and bait it to something else to poison. I'd be like, hey, I'm going to probably get sick with gut issues again. What about this? What do you think? The brain goes, huh? Like it's chomping on my beliefs going, huh? Huh? Maybe, yeah, your gut. You're going to need to go to the hospital again. Huh? Right? That didn't always work. It'd go, huh? No good. No. And it'd keep eating whatever it was eating, right? The doubt, your beliefs are shit. So what I learned is while I'm going through this, don't try to force your beliefs to this doubt that it's giving. Don't go, no, it's this belief and then we're sticking into it. This is how it's going to be. No, this is real. I can manifest, I can heal, I can recover, I can be healthy and thriving. Because when you do that, and you try to force a belief, its resistance, and the brain it'll just double down harder, because it's like, oh, we're perceiving danger, right? Because at the end of the day, the content of the thought is irrelevant. Remember, content of the thought is irrelevant, but sometimes we take the content, we make it everything, and the brain uses that as opportunity to get your attention. So when you resist, it doesn't matter what the thought is. When you resist, it'll tackle it. It'll attack it. So if you're like, no, that's not true. We're healthy. We're good. My beliefs are real. It'll go, oh yeah? Oh yeah? You're resisting right now. And guess what? That means there's danger there. And guess what? I got a poo all over it. Research. Boom. Doubt. What about this? Remember that one thought? Remember when that happened that one day? Yeah. Look at all the evidence against your thoughts. And look at all the evidence that points to doubt. And everything you believe in is all garbage. Bullshit. So, know when you're going through this and you're allowing the brain to tackle your hopes and dreams and your spirituality, that eventually it'll rebuild itself. But don't go there yet. First, do the allowing. Yeah, I know it's not true. I know it's bullshit. Yes, I know. What was I thinking? And then you engage. Right? And it feels horrible, right? It's like your world's crumbling down. Like, what do you have if you don't have your beliefs, right? So you get, and eventually the brain leaves it alone and goes, okay, we can turn those alarms off. There's no threat there. We're good. And he's acknowledging. Thank you for acknowledging. We're safe. I'm going to leave that subject alone. I'm going to go tackle something else that he likes, maybe food. I'm going to tell him he's got, some sort of horrible disease. Let's work on that. And then you're free. And it lifts, right? And then you're thinking, okay, now I can engage. And you know what? The beliefs that you had before, your spiritual beliefs, or that you can heal, or whatever it is, they kind of show up again. They go, right? And they build again. And then you can go in there with confidence and get imaginative and go, oh, this is wonderful, this is beautiful. And if the OCD decides to tackle it again, we know what to do. But I have my beliefs, and then you grow roots into them. And you get the clarity, and things make way more sense. And then you start to learn, you go, I needed this to happen to me. It's almost like a divine intervention, right? To shake things up. And you get deep clarity, and it's beautiful. So if it ever tackles your faith, give it time, allow it to, but eventually it will fuck off, and you're going to double down on your beliefs, and they will come back to normal. So what I was trying to get at is some of these guys in the 30s and 40s, they were onto something, right? Napoleon Hill with Think and Grow Rich, that's a classic book, right? And You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor, classic book. And they always say, you know, what you focus on becomes your reality, you know, and it has been working for me. I love it. Like, I've went from being sick and, you know, doing this thing to all of a sudden, boom, 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 here I am building my business, creating my reality. I'm happy, I'm healthy, right? This shit works. But what I noticed is back then, their theory was you have to convince your subconscious mind, because your subconscious is what creates your reality, right? You know, you can constantly think about a certain thought, get obsessed with it, you know, have a picture of it, and it becomes your reality, right? You walk the walk, you think the think, you walk the walk, and it becomes your reality. But nowadays, it's a little different, because back then, you know, you could flow easily and dial in that frequency, right? And go, you know what? You got to vibrate high, right? And when you vibrate high, you dial in that frequency and you go there. You are there. I am. And whenever you say I am, you are. You don't say I am going to be rich, or I'm going to have a Corvette in my garage, or I'm going to be healthy. Because if you're a person that has a Corvette, are you going to check to see if it's in your garage? No, because you know you have it. It's there. So that's what people do a lot. They keep looking to see, is it come yet? When am I getting that $5 million? When am I getting that Corvette? It's not here yet. And doing this shows doubt in your frequency. And that means that you're not at that frequency. That means you're at a different frequency. The frequency that you want to be at is, oh, I have a Corvette. Yeah, I have it. Yeah. And it's got a rip in the seat. And it's been a headache, because that's going to cost me $2,000 to fix. And I want to make sure it's done properly. And they, you know, not like last time I sent it back and they sent me the seat with the wrong color. So this is just turning into a fucking bullshit nightmare, right? That creates your reality. So when you create your reality, you act as if it's already happened, or it's right now. So I'm ready to have a video, but where I talk about, you know, talk to your future self and get some advice. Go, so in 5 years, what's happening? Well, Helmut, it was a shit show for a little bit. You figured it out. Your cleaning business started to grow. You got 4 vans. You know, you're making good money. You got a good crew, reliable workers, because it's hard to find people out there nowadays. Nobody wants to work. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So no, you were lucky. You found some people that were willing to work, and they do good work. And it's great. And then you also started to help a lot of people, and then, you know, you're going through that path, and it's amazing, Helmut. So yeah, life is great. I don't want to tell you too much, because I don't want to tell you that everything's going great and then you won't work hard to get there. So there's only some things I can tell you. Oh, I believe that. Okay, don't tell me anything. I don't want to hear it. Right, so I did that. You assume that it's now, and you talk to your future self. But what some of these guys didn't know at that time, and how could they, is nowadays a lot of people are dealing with anxiety, OCD, intrusive thoughts. They're in a survival state. Their baseline's at 1,000, right? They're carrying all these loads, right? They're not feeling emotions. They're compromised, right? So when that happens, when you're in an alarm state, is in survival mode, you can't dial in that frequency of accepting things as your reality. You're not vibrating high. At the end of the day, you're not vibrating high. Your physical brain is cock blocking you, going, no. But I want to dial it. No. You're like, no, but I want to dial it in. I want to get in that frequency. No. It's cock blocking. Not if I have anything to say about it, you're not going to have that frequency. Fuck that. No. We're going to talk about all your alarms. We're going to talk about your health is declining. We're We're going to talk about all the what-if thoughts, the OCD, all the anxiety. This is a shit show. You don't have time to dial in nothing. Fuck that. No. No, I'm giving you resistance. You're going to be walking uphill in snow, barefoot. It's a shit show. You're not going to vibrate high. How can you vibrate high if I'm giving you doubt? While walking uphill in your bare feet. Actually, no, lava rocks. Fuck it, no, lava rocks. Yeah, doubt. So when you have this major resistance in trying to get that frequency dialed in, good luck, right? Your brain's running a program of lots of resistance and distortion and noise, right? You don't have a second to yourself to go, I feel good, I feel relaxed, I feel, I don't have that negative chatter. Because that's what you need to dial in that frequency. You need to feel good, right? You need to vibrate high, right? High vibration, that's what we need. And when you vibrate high, you're able to be where you need to be without the brain cock blocking you. So if you're vibrating high, right? This is how it works. You vibrate high and you go to that frequency. Bip, 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 bip. Feel good? I feel good. Yeah, I'm laughing. I'm jamming to the music. Yeah, I feel good. Then all of a sudden the law of attraction goes, yes, send it to him. This is good. He's walking the walk also. He's building his business. Ding, ding. Right? He's doing the work. Yeah, I love my work. I love this. Opportunities start to come forward. Things start to grow. Your bank account starts to ding, 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 ding. Right? Everything starts to flow because you're in that vibration. But when you're in a survival state, the brain's going to cock block it totally. Your subconscious brain is running a program. It's not going to let you dial in that frequency so you can manifest all your hopes and dreams and abundance. Right? And they're right. You have to change your subconscious mind. Right. So what did they say? They said mantras. So take something that you want, take a picture, plaster it everywhere, do a vision board, right? They would say, what else would they say? They would say, do a mantra. Repeat something 50 times before you go to bed. As soon as you wake up, go, I will have $1 million in my account. I have $1 million. See where I made a mistake there? I have $1 million in my account and it's growing. And then you have these affirmations. Money just flows through me. Money just flows through me. Money just flows through me. Right? And like I said before, I think affirmations and all these mantras are a good reminder where your mindset should be. But you can say something 1 million times and it'll never happen. You can say, I have $10 million in my bank account 7,000 times, but it doesn't change anything because your brain's still running that old program. So what they're telling you to do is resist the old program by implementing a new belief system and taking the old belief system and ripping it out, right? And that's where I think they went wrong. And there's a lot of these gurus, manifesting gurus out there that talk about this. They go, you just got to, you got to do a mantra every day. And this is how you'll reprogram that subconscious mind by repeating what you want 1 million times. That's the secret. But they're not understanding is the more you try to force a new thought in, the more the brain cock blocks and gives you doubt. It goes, no. Wait a minute, you're trying to change. Wait a minute, you're trying to change. Oh, you're trying to. It holds on. Right? It holds on tighter. So the more you resist, the more. So you're not getting out of this. Right? So how do you stop something from, how you do it? You allow it to run. Right? See how it softens up? It goes, all right. Right? And then you start to implement what you want. Bring the baseline down. It's still gonna check up on you. Bring the baseline down, turn off alarms, and eventually your hands go like this, or your nervous system, your subconscious brain gets out of the survival mode and goes like this. Right? And it's open. And now you got your brain back. You're enjoying the present moment. You don't have noise, distortion, negative chatter. The brain's not cock blocking you. The brain's like, No, man, go ahead. I'm good. I'm happy. We're vibrating high. Then you know what you do? You know what you do? Test out that dial to see if you can get that vibration in. All of a sudden, it's like, you're like, oh fuck, this feels good. Okay, now I'm thinking it, and now I'm gonna put it into action. I'm gonna walk the walk. So then you start to build your reality with ease. Sure, you have resistance along the way, but you know how to deal with that. You know how to manipulate energy by allowing the shit you don't want. Oh, this person wasn't happy. Oh, this didn't blah, 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 blah. Oh, fuck, I gotta blah, blah, blah. So you have some resistance along the way. That's normal. But you've learned how to manipulate energy in the spiritual realm and in your reality. Why? Because the same methods that you use to recover from your physical, mental alarms is the same process that you do to manipulate energy in your reality. Isn't that fucking amazing? So when I show you how to allow your anxiety and the intrusive thoughts and the PTSD and the what if thoughts and the OCD looping thoughts and your symptoms that just keep, triggering you, while you're learning this, because you're in the field, you're training right now, right? And while you're learning this and how to move things around and recover, turn down your baseline, turn off alarms, right? And when you're healing, you're not just healing your body, you're learning how to manipulate energy, not just in the physical self, right? Not just in your mind, right? When you're recovering from anxiety and OCD and it's gone and you got your brain back, this is the exact way how to manifest in your spiritual realm and in your reality here on earth. The same thing. You do the same shit. And you're trained on it so well that it just comes naturally. So you're doing more than one thing here. You're not just recovering. You're growing spiritually, and you're learning how to be a master at creating your reality. So it's kind of like, that's kind of cool. So it's like a total bonus. So I get to, oh my God, I get to. So with me allowing my gastritis, I'm learning by training, by doing, to allow and engage, to float with it, right? Am I right? Yeah, you're floating with it. You're a cork in water, like the water goes like this, so you go with it, right? You're not trying to be a beach ball and push the beach ball in the water and you let go, it hits you in the face. No, we're not resisting the waves, right? We're not going. No. We're swimming with the waves. All right, look at that. When you swim with the waves, the resistance is less, right? And then when we gauge into the reality that we want, and then the sun comes and the water starts to settle, right? And it's calm, it's beautiful. And when it's calm and beautiful like that, this is when you have the opportunity, because you feel good, to create the reality that you want. And this is how you tap into consciousness with the visuals, right? You get the downloads, the clarity, and you move forward with wisdom. And it's powerful because you have the confidence. So that's where they got it wrong, because they were trying to force a new program in. But at that time, people that weren't dealing with as much stress as we are now. Yes, they had their problems there too. I'm sure it was a shit show, but not as much as what we're dealing with. We got the internet reminding us of fear. It's fear programming everywhere. The news, right? People we talk to. We got light world events, and it's people's buckets are just full everywhere. Back then, people's buckets might have been, a little less than this, right? But nowadays, everybody's bucket's almost full. Symptoms, not processing emotions, trauma left and right? Trauma left and left. So the brain is cock blocking our ability to vibrate high, right? It's harder to vibrate higher these days than it was, 50, 60, 70 years ago. Back when the Beatles were around, people were able to vibrate higher than now. And there's a reason for it. we're stressed to the gills, right? Our buckets are just over here. So the brain's doesn't want you to vibrate high. It's got other things to worry about. It's like, fuck off. Fuck your vibration bullshit. We gotta protect you. You know, I gotta keep you alive. You can't be manifesting that fucking shit Corvette. But, you know, you can't be thinking about this shit when you're in a survival state. It's got priorities. It's like, shut up, put that aside, put that down, put that pamphlet down. We need to keep you alive, you idiot. Okay. So it's constantly, you're running a chronic program, and it's cock blocking you. It's cock blocking you to have the ability to create your reality, because you're not vibrating high, right? So that's where they didn't get it wrong. They never had to deal with that as much. So their advice was dead on. It's just, now we know you can't just rip out a belief system, put a new one in. You have to roll with it, allow it, the old one to be there, and then start working on the new one. And eventually, it'll take over.